How's it going, Japan Trail Cam? Thanks again for joining us on another adventure. This week we're going to be looking at fox. And here is a beautiful Japanese red fox to start it off with. Checking out this area. And he pokes his head into a little bit of a den there. A little bit of hole in the ground. And checking it out. He gets a little bit startled here in just a few seconds. But this trail cam was sent up to Nagano in northern Japan, and a good buddy up there set it up for me and wanted to capture it for you there. He got startled out of his spot there, and he marks his territory there, and put your mark by marking your territory with the subscribe button. No, but yeah, beautiful red fox there. He's checking out the area again, this time at night, being very cautious in this area, and I wasn't sure why until later in the video. It's very clear why he is cautious in this area. Fox are native to Japan, so they are a very necessary part of the forest ecosystem, as slightly a predator in the forest there. So yeah, here we are checking again, marking his territory. I think there might be a couple of fox in this area that like to use that same spot to mark their territory here. And maybe it's to kind of push out another species that we're going to see later on in the video. But again, they're always very cautious in this area. And we hear a few kind of barks, maybe some stress barks, from the fox a little bit later. Again, checking out the hole, not really liking it. And fox will actually use badger sets. They will use badger dens as shelter and whatnot. So they're very opportunistic when it comes to that. But I think some barks are coming up here soon. Yep, did you hear a couple barks there? Here's another guy. I like his eye. He looks very sly in his eye. See his eyes there? And he gives us another little bark there. And I think we have one more bark here coming up. Yeah, and it's similar bark. I heard him kind of bark in this area. And coming up in the next few clips, it's very clear why they are cautious around this area. And we have a gang of another creature, very popular in Japan. And here they are, the Tanuki gang, emerging from the den there. Little stretch, cute little stretch from the Tanuki, or the Japanese raccoon dog. Japanese raccoon dogs, again, or Tanuki, are very closely related to fox. They are only related to raccoons in their name. It was kind of a naming mistake, but they actually don't have any relation to raccoons other than name. They are very closely related to fox. So here we have a nice specimen. Couple more kind of checking out their area, in their den area, before they head off into the woods to search for food or a mate, explore. Oh, nope, actually they're going into the den. Going back in, maybe it looks like something startled them. But very fluffy, furry creatures. They've been a big part of Japanese mythology for quite some time. They're a native species here in Japan. And they are an invasive species in many parts of Europe, where they were introduced into fur farms, and they escaped, and they are very rugged, very adaptable creatures. They can start reproducing at 9 months old. Less than a year, they can start having babies and whatnot. And here's the troop leaving the den for the night, maybe in search of food, just to explore the area. Checking it out, probably smelling the fox that was in the area. But again, yeah, Tanuki are a great native species here in Japan, and I just think they are a really cute, unique creature to Japan. They have been, again, they've been in Japanese mythology for hundreds of years as kind of being mischievous or witty, and shape-shifting and whatnot, and also clever. And there's a lot of mythology about their testicles. I'm just going to go ahead and say it, that their testicles are huge, and they can use those to transform their bodies into other forms. Here's a nice day shot of another tanuki. Probably going back into the den after a night foraging, exploring. Yeah. Going back into the den. It looks like this one is populated by about 3 tanuki, a little group there. Might be a group of males. Or a group of young males that haven't quite decided to split off on their own. Most times they will be solo or be in small groups like this, and whatnot. They will find mates and whatnot, but they won't stay with the same mate. They'll find different partners and whatnot. They're going back in the den. Really beautiful clips. Another one peeking its head out of the den there. Yeah, I just think they're beautiful looking creatures. Nice, fluffy. Very well adapted to this environment. Their coats really match the environment. Kind of camouflaged with the gray and the browns of the trees and black of the trees and stuff like that, though. I think they're great looking creatures. And our Japan Trail Cam logo is, I feel, kind of a mixture of a raccoon and a tanuki when I was thinking of the design. You can kind of see it in their face there, and our JTC logo right there. So our logo kind of looks like a regular raccoon, which is an invasive species, but I also wanted to kind of model it after the tanuki, which is a native species here in Japan. So again, great looking creatures, nice fluffy coats, very adaptable, rugged creatures, very opportunistic eaters and hunters, scavengers, and a vital part of the forests here in Japan. And this forest is actually located in Nagano, northern Japan, and a good buddy of mine, Tokini Andy, set up this trail camera to capture these fox and tanuki, and I just can't thank him enough for finding this spot. I think it's really interesting, and seeing this view of Japan, it's not a regular view that you get to see very often, the natural world and the wildlife that's in the forests and whatnot. So we're going to wrap it up, I think, with one more clip after this one. And if you like what you saw and you definitely want to kind of support what we're doing out here, do all that YouTube stuff, like, comment, and subscribe, because that definitely helps us keep bringing weekly wildlife to you guys from our patch of the woods here. And there's a couple more videos off to the side here. Check them out. Please like and subscribe, and definitely have a great day.